back to the old school roots, don't get too surprised. Boom bap shit, we rap when I supervise. Told the fiends I wasn't serving, but I knew some guys ain't have digits, needed lyrics, so we used some lies.
Oh, never fails. What it do, what it don't do. Your boys are back with another episode of the Steezy and Eazy MMA Hour. How you doing, G?
It's another day, man. Not thrilled about going into work tomorrow. I want to hang out and play Dead Island a little longer.
That just come out?
Yeah, it came out over the weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that shit was in production or nothing. It is so motherfucking hot in this fucking. Oh my god, it's gonna be hard to get through this. It's hot as shit in here. Jesus fucking Christ.
We'll make it a quick one.
Nah, we got so much to cover. There's no way this is gonna be quick. And speaking of which, yeah, we got a whole lot of fights to cover, so I'm gonna try to run through this as fast as humanly possible, starting with UFC 287. We gotta go back to 287.
Woo.
Here we go. Ignacio Bahamondes beat Trey Ogden by decision. Steve Garcia knocked out Shai Yailan. Sam Hughes beat Jacqueline Amorim by decision. Kelvin Gastelum beat Chris Curtis by decision. Very, very controversial one, too.
Oh, yeah, the headbutts, man. And then, yeah, that's like a reoccurring thing now. We'll get into that.
Despite the headbutt, though, Kelvin looked really, really fucking good, man. So,
yeah, he wasn't as gun shy as he was over the years.
nah, yeah, he looked phenomenal in that fight. So
I'd rather see him fight Israel again than Duplessis.
Duplessis got to fight, and we'll get into that though. Michelle Waterson Gomez now lost to Luana Pinheiro by decision. Pfeiffer knocked out Meerschaert pretty nasty.
Meerschaert.
Lupita Godinez beat Cynthia Calvillo by decision, and Gilbert Burns beat Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal then retired from the sport of MMA. Oh, really? And then, oh shit! I'm missing all these other fights. God damn it! I'm tripping. Oh, dude, Raul Rosas got worked by Christian Rodriguez real bad.
Yeah, he might need to go back and train for a little longer. Might have rushed it.
I mean, a lot of people are saying that, but he's so young and he's got a lot of fighting left in him. I'm sure he ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. So there's no reason to rush it.
Kevin Holland knocked out Ponzinibbio, which I was very happy to see my boy get back on the win column in that fashion.
Saw that one coming too.
Rob Font knocked out Yanez.
That was nuts.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That was a banger.
And then since I went ahead and already did Burns and Masvidal, we can just go straight to Izzy and Pereira. And see, I really hadn't talked any shit about Israel Adesanya other than the whole, like, I don't know how you're all for masculinity when you come off as very feminine. But other than that, like, I haven't said anything about his fighting. What dude, he did what most people probably thought he wasn't going to do. And the only person that probably thought he was going to win that fight was him, to be quite honest. And yeah, he did that. So I can't even hate. He did that. And he knocked him out real good too. So
yeah, I think I picked him to win. I wasn't sure he was going to smoke him that quick. But...
Hey, Justin. Pereira, I think Pereira is going to test the 205 waters, to be quite honest. That's what
because there's no point. Like, if he fights anybody else, the only person that he would be able to take the belt from was Izzy. He wouldn't be able to do that to Rob. Rob would grapple him and shit. Marvin's going to grapple him. Izzy's going to stand up with him, so he's got a chance. And They're not just gonna keep running kickboxing fights for the belt, man. You know, it's time to move on. So he's gonna have better chances with those light heavyweights. Not a lot of them are grapplers. He's gonna have a good chance of those. Johnny Walker's calling him out. That's a free free big name fight, man. Unless he gets a straight title fight, which he kind of could. So yeah, he's got big fights to go up there and try to make history. Fuck it. Fuck fighting the same guy you just beat. I mean, you've already beat.
All right, let's see. And next, we're gonna go to the UFC Fight Night, Holloway and Arnold. Man, that shit threw me off. But I'm gonna get back in there. Daniel Zellhuber beat Lando Venata by decision. Denise Gomez knocked out Bruno Brazil. Gaston Bolanos beat Aaron Phillips by decision. Jocelyn Edwards beat Lucy Pudilava by decision. Bill Algeo submitted TJ Brown. Brandon Royval knocked out Matthias Nikolai. That shit was nice too. Zach Cummins beat the dog shit out of Ed Herman. I think Ed Herman retired. If not, he probably should. I believe he did though. I believe he did. Julian Robertson submitted Pierre Rodriguez. Murzakanov knocked out, or no, he didn't. He beat Justin Jacoby by decision. Fucking Kutalaba knocked out Boza. He fucking knocked him out hella fast too. So can't stand that nigga. Pedro Munoz beat Gutierrez. Rafa Garza beat Clay Guida. But man, Clay Guida, that boy
tough,
moves hella crazy for somebody that's been fighting as long as his pace is still insane for as long as he's been fighting. It's nuts. Edson Barbosa knocked out everybody's favorite Twitter fighter, Billy Q. That shit was vicious.
Yeah, he looked like the Edson of youth.
I'm a huge Barbosa fan, so I wasn't like torn over that fight. I was like, good.
Yeah, same.
And Max Holloway does what Max Holloway always does to anybody that is not a anybody that's not a fucking holding a belt.
Featherweight.
Max Holloway dogs everybody, but like when it comes to the title fights, he's just. I mean, that's his wall to climb. But I mean, has Izzy not inspired people to climb that wall? Has he not? I don't know. And I can't rock the one gear. You know what I mean? Shout out to One Championship, by the way, for
Damn, yeah, they sent you that shit. Oh, they sent you a hat? Damn. Yo,
I sent me a couple things.
I was listening to their fucking like CEO on Uncle Chael's podcast, and that motherfucker was getting me hype, bro. I was like, damn, maybe I need to watch the next fucking pay-per-view.
No, one have some bangers, bro.
I watched the last one, and yeah, it was fucking good. I was like, damn, I'm gonna start watching these more often.
But yeah, shout out to them for the package. I know they're sending a lot to them, but I feel special. But it's not fair, you know what I mean?
I ain't got one.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say that's not fair. I feel bad. I'm rocking this in front of Steezy, man. I gotta run Steezy one too, bro. But I know somebody who works for them, so it wasn't hard.
Damn. Yeah,
just with a few selected people, and
I'm ready for that Mighty Mouse fight.
I'm
ready for that Mighty Mouse fight.
Oh yeah, that shit is gonna be off the chain.
They're talking about how he's hinting about getting fucking Francis Ngannou, and then what they do over there is they'll do like wrestling events and then strictly striking.
They got the strictly striking. They got the Muay Thai. They got the
in Wilder.
They got a whole bunch of things. They got like that's what I'm saying. If you're not like a fan of like the whole if you're just a fan of like certain things, they have that for you. You know what I mean? Like they have the Muay Thai, strictly Muay Thai fights. They have the grappling fights. They have they have a lot of different variety of things. One definitely does. So
if they got all that, What if they hosted Francis versus Wilder, one fight boxing, the other one MMA?
Ah, that would be crazy.
Since they
But
do that kind of shit there, or one round MMA, one round boxing, just like they did DJ shit. That'd be nuts.
and for the record, I am terrible at pronouncing these things, so I don't want anybody to take this offensively if I mispronounce their name. For the couple people that do listen to this,
We're uncultured swine.
but in the Muay Thai in a catchweight Muay Thai bout, Asa 10 Pao knocked out Han Z. Man, these names. Who? We just getting started. Asa 10 Pao knocked out Han Zin Hao. Jesus Christ. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be offensive. I promise you. I promise you. John Lowe, Mark Sangao submitted Mateus Farinelli. Phew, nowhere near as hard. Valmir de Silva got submitted by EC Fitiki Fu. Yeah, I'm gonna get beat up by some family members. Mingbo beat Diane Cardozo by decision. Philippe Lobo knocked out Fairtex, which surprised me in the Muay Thai bantamweight division. Denise, oh my God, help me.
Take your
Get
time.
me through this. Denise Zamboanga
Hell yeah.
beat Julie Mezabarba by decision. Halil Amir beat Maurice Abevi by decision.
Nice.
Where the fuck is the names for these guys? Where's the name at? Oh, dude, I must have cropped that fucked up. Well, I'm sorry. You just not gonna get a name, buddy. I'm sorry. And in the main event, Jonathan Haggerty knocked out Nong Ohama for the Muay Thai Bantamweight World Championship. Whoo! I did it.
Nice.
Shout out to one.
Hell yeah.
All right. Fuck, man. There's so many. But shit, we're only 14 minutes in. I always stress about this shit, but then I get through them hella fast, so there's no worries. It means no worries for the rest of your days. Bellator 294. Yeah. Mota submitted Cross. Fortune beat Below Stint. Oh, Jesus. This is worse than any of the one names. Jesus
I'll watch
Christ.
one, but I won't watch Bellator.
Man, leave Bellator.
I'll watch that.
Their cards are actually pretty good.
But I did see the
Stop
main
shitting
event.
on Bellator as an
I saw
MMA
the main
podcaster,
fight.
buddy. This guy's the heel, man. I swear.
I don't
I
care.
try to promote y'all Bellator. This guy just shits on y'all.
I
Y'all
just
need to give
can't,
him.
bro. I didn't even know what
Y'all need
time
to
the
give him
fucking
some.
events
Y'all need
were.
to give him some. Y'all need to give him some tickets to a show. Change this nigga's mind. We trying to be biased over here when it comes to all MMA, but this guy just
It should just
all goes out the window when it comes to y'all, and I don't know why. He needs to give it a chance. That was the last event I went to. Actually, was Bellator, and it was really good. I would love to see Rampage like way still in his prime, but
damn. Which one did you see? Don't tell me you saw Fedor.
no, I saw him and Vanderlei the last time. But I mean, at least I actually got to see him win. You feel me?
That's fair.
But
I thought you were gonna say you saw him fight Fedor. Fuck.
It says Fortune got disqualified. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm not gonna lie to y'all people. Lencioni submitted Smith with a triangle. Davlat Muradov, whoa, beat Adams by unanimous decision. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Chakeli beat Lombardo by decision. Sabatello submitted Breno. Sarah McMahon, that is, beat Blencow by decision. Johnson beat Salma by decision. And Liz Carmouche submitted Bennett, who was saying some outlandish shit in her presser. Somebody need to slip her something, boy.
Oh, was it that? This is
And
one
I
that's
don't
trying
mean
to
a pee.
slurp up her microphone.
Yeah, she needs somebody. She need to get somebody handle that.
Out?
She got choked out. She got choked out because she was thinking about getting choked out by something else. Apparently,
That's a shame.
She freaky deaky. But let's get to this UFC fight night. Oh, before I get to this UFC fight night, I didn't get the chance to talk about it because I was just trying to run through these as fast as possible. But now that I see that we got some time to spare, I got a question for you.
What's good?
Now, I might be biased when it comes to this. Actually, I'm 100% biased when it comes to this. But do you think Israel Adesanya has surpassed Anderson Silva as the best middleweight of all time?
You know, somebody asked me that today, and we
Ain't
came
that
up.
something?
What's up?
That's something that I
Yeah,
asked you that, and somebody asked you that today.
I got asked that a couple hours ago, and what I came up with is competition-wise, Israel's fought way better competition and was able to stand out. I think if they fought in their prime, I think Izzy would probably beat him, honestly. But that being said, he's not as well-rounded. Izzy's not going to submit anybody off the ground. So,
with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know, man.
me and Steezy had a good run on the Steezy and Eazy MMA hour, but it's time to shut down shop now. I mean,
Izzy's
that's fair.
bigger
I mean,
too.
everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know what I'm saying? As far as the level of competition, I will give that to Izzy. But I mean,
The way that
it's almost I mean, again, people are probably going to say this because I'm biased, but
Izzy is
I feel
bigger.
like the level of competition argument is valid, but I also think it's unfair at the same time because as the sport of MMA grows, like the fighters are going to get better and better and better
That's
and better
true.
over time. You know what I mean? Like,
But also the way that Silva was putting people out, Izzy ain't really been doing it like that. So
that's
I
what
can
I'm
give
saying.
that.
There's several arguments when it comes to it. Like, I would argue like Izzy has the better title defense record. Izzy put away. I mean, Izzy Anderson. Why the fuck am I saying Izzy? Anderson Silva had the better title defense record. Anderson Silva had a way better finishing rate.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva didn't fail miserably when he went up to 205.
Well, when
but
do you fight DC?
um, bro, he fought. That was way past his prime, Anderson, when he fought
Well, he hurt
DC.
DC to the body too.
Hmm?
He hurt DC to the body. He had him panic wrestling.
And see, I think DC would fucking maul Izzy.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So there's several. It's really hard to say, but just because of the fact that Anderson Silva was my nigga, I'm just gonna say no. But
Silva
I
was doing
do
it different.
I do think his I'm trying not to be biased when it comes to this argument too, but like his tendency to pace in a lot of these fights like has a lot to do with my decision. Like
Yeah.
his decision to coast, I meant to say,
No,
in a lot of his fights. You know what I mean? Like, and granted, he fought some dogs. You feel me? Like, he fought Yoel Romero. He fought Whitaker twice. He's fought some really good people. But I think the hate towards and the dislike towards Pereira like pushed him to get that. I mean, I do feel like he was playing possum in a sense, but I do feel like he was kind of hurt too. He just wasn't as hurt as he was maybe leading to be. But I do think he was feeling those punches. I don't think you take punches from Pereira and not feel them. You know what I mean? But I just think he might have made himself look a little rocked. Like I don't think he rope-a-doped him. Like he caught him the exact same way in the first fight. So I don't think or maybe he did rope-a-dope him in that time too. But like when somebody posted a video of
I
him
said it when I
catching him
first
and
saw it.
catching him and him catching him in the last fight, and then the way he caught him, like it was literally like
If you go back,
identical. It was
it's the exact
identical to the way he caught him the first time.
it's the exact same way he put out Robert Whitaker in the first fight. It's the
Yeah.
exact same combo. Even up till Robert's like falling and he hits him with the exact same like uppercut that he hit Padilla with. I guess it's like a combo he throws. You
Yeah,
can
but
look at it. It's the
that's
same
a
shit in the last three.
yeah. Izzy finishes. Izzy finishes. I mean, he already finished Whitaker, but if I don't know who Izzy's gonna fight next, but let's just say for the sake of argument, he fights Whitaker again and finishes him again in devastating. I don't know, man. It's the finishes for me, really, that set them apart as far as that argument goes. I don't know, but again, like I said, I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm biased as fuck. So anyway, now we gonna get to this UFC fight night that happened yesterday. Christos Giagos knocked out Rick Glenn in the first round. Montel Jackson, this is how we do. Oh wait, no, that's Montel Jordan. My bad.
Close enough.
Montel Jackson knocked out Ronnie Yaya. That doesn't surprise me. Cody was going to do the same if that fight would have continued. If that fight would have happened, I feel like Norma Dumont beat Carol Rosa by decision. Usman's brother Muhammad Usman beat Junior Tafa by decision. William Gomez beat Francis Marshall by decision. Brady Heistan knocked out Denai Batgirl. Jeremiah Wells beat Samuelsberger by decision. Lucindo beat Brogan Walker by decision, but she was dog walking that woman the whole fight. Straight head hunting like these niggas in UFC 4. Oh my mom. It was wild the way she was fighting, but I couldn't turn away. Bobby Green, Jared Gordon. Ooh, very, very
Yeah,
unfortunate
that's the best
circumstances
way to put
behind that
that.
one, but it was the right call. It
Yeah,
was at the end of the day, it was the right call.
it's weird. It's like I've never seen a fighter not try to finish even though when they blatantly headbutt somebody and they go down. You know, it's like
You
people
said
want
blatant, right? Did you say blatant?
Yeah, it wasn't a blatant, but I know he knows that he headbutted.
Okay, well, see, that's the thing. See, man, my brothers and sisters might turn on me for saying this, but that shit looked blatant to me. I'm sorry, it did.
Even
It
if it
did.
wasn't,
After watching the replay like a million times, I was like, that was a weird ass way to lead in, bro. That was a
even
weird ass way to lead in, dog. Like, I'm sorry, like,
if
I don't know, man. That shit looked hella suspect, bro. After
even if it wasn't blatant, he
when I
knows
watched it,
that. Do what?
when I watched it live, I didn't think anything of it. But the way the commentator was, even when the
Paul
commentary
Felder
was
was snapping.
protest, yeah, he snapped, and I was like, dude, chill. It wasn't even that serious. And then I saw the replay, and I was like, nigga, he kind of Billy goated that nigga, bro. I don't know, man. That was a weird. That didn't look like an intentional headbutt. That's all I gotta say, bro. I gotta call it like I see it, and that shit did not look intentional. That looked very intentional. That looked purpose. I'm sorry, it did. It did. Like I watched it too many times on the replay, and I was like, bro, like he straight up led with that shit like a damn ram. Like I don't know, man. That shit was funny. That shit
What
was
I gotta
funny.
say
And it
is
was the right call. It was the right call.
even if it wasn't like intentional and it was 100% on accident, you would like know that you headbutted him, right? You would feel the contact, and that's what I'm like. If you would feel that you headbutted him and then they went down and you finished the fight, I've never seen anybody headbutt
Nah, you
somebody, feel them go
smacked.
down, and then not finish. You know what I mean? Just like out of honor. It's like once they're there, they're just like, fuck it, I'll just take whatever I can get. It's like maybe
I've
he
never
thought he
really seen
shoulder bumped him
somebody.
and he fell
I've
or
never
something.
really seen somebody headbutt somebody to that extent and finish them like that. I mean,
Well, I've seen headbutts be like
it happened in the Holland fight, but
and
I don't think
Rumble
it.
headbutted Gustafson, and I remember that kind of changing the tone of shit. And then we just had another headbutt recently, or what was it? A couple weeks ago. Yeah, with the Curtis in the Gaslam fight. You know, these headbutts are.
Oh yeah. But see, like it's not like. I mean, I'm not taking away from that head, but either as a matter of
Mhm.
fact, I didn't DM Chris Curtis like quite a few times to try to get him to come on the podcast. I'm like, hey, bro, you really this upset about it? Come air your grievances out on here. We'll have you. I've actually been DMing the shit out of a lot of fighters to try to get them on the podcast. I'm not gonna lie, I've been really like pushing. And shout out to I'm gonna give a shout out to a couple of people right now. I'm gonna shout out my boy Eddie Law, and I'm gonna shout out Patrick McCory, and I'm gonna shout out Sammy James, because those three dudes are always constantly telling me people to DM as far as fighters go that would more than likely come do an interview with us. So I appreciate when people don't like hog all the glory to themselves and try to pass it on to other people that are trying to up and come. So respect to those three. Thank y'all. But yeah, I've been DMing the shit out of people. No luck yet, but hey, persistence is the key. Back to business. Bruno Silva knocked out Brad Tavares. Yeah, Brad Tavares is kind of on the pew for that. I love Brad Tavares too, but you know, got to keep it real. And now we don't really talk about we don't really talk about legitimate threats to John Jones very often, because John Jones is one of those once in a lifetime generational. I even said it on a fucking I did my boy Kamal Johnson show the other day, and I said this on his show. I was like, when he told me to name the top three UFC fighters of all time in your opinion, and I said, without hesitation, I said Mighty Mouse, John Jones, and Anderson Silva. So I mean, as much as I don't like him, I'll give him his props. And we don't really talk about threats to him very often, but this guy might be a threat to him. I don't know who his first loss to is, but I imagine it was early in his career. That dude, Sergey Pavlovich, is a fucking dog, dude. He a dog. He a dog. It'd be interesting.
I don't think Jones is gonna fight him.
You think Jones gonna duck that?
I think he's gonna fight Stipe and leave. Then call it. You ain't gonna fight Pavlovich. Why the fuck would you want to fight that guy? After what I saw, the first punch he threw and it hit Curtis in the shoulder. That motherfucker stumbled back like 4 feet. I was like, oh shit. His first loss was the Overeem. I think Overeem ground and pounded him out.
Oh, did you just look that up?
Yeah.
My man.
I remember seeing it live though.
Damn. That's wild, because that dude is a fucking problem.
That's supposed to be when
you heavyweights
started changing.
You heavyweight boy, y'all niggas just better run.
Changing up the game plan.
Yeah, man, y'all need to. I would be switching weight classes like real quick. Like, you know, nigga tired of this good anyway, you know what I mean? Like, trying to about to fight skinnier niggas. That dude is, woo, yeah. It's gonna be I guarantee you it's gonna be a minute before he fights again. Because it's gonna take a minute for somebody to sign that dotted line, boy. I promise you.
Tommy Aspinall, man. Tommy Aspinall.
He might. Aspinall might. That would be a fight too.
That's the real one.
That's a guaranteed title shot. Whoever wins that one.
What's gonna happen is, hear me out. This is what's gonna happen. Stipe is gonna fight John Jones. Winner or loser, they're both gonna retire. Then for the vacant belt, Tommy Aspinall versus fucking Pavlovich.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right here and right now. If John Jones waited 3 fucking years to go to heavyweight to fight 2 fucking times, I am going to shit on that nigga worse than ever.
He's the ultimate troll.
Ever. That's all I gotta say,
he
man.
Didn't even need to gain the weight to fight, bro.
Fuck him. Just thinking about that just made me so mad. If he were, that's what you're gonna base your heavyweight legacy off? Beating past his prime Stipe and fucking Surreal Game, who everybody knew he was gonna run through. And if you didn't go back to the old podcast, because I fucking called that shit like Babe Ruth when he fucking pointed to the fucking sky and hit that homer, because Stevie Wonder could have seen he was gonna run through that no ground game having ass nigga. Everybody hyped up Game like he was the next second coming of Jesus Christ. And
He got ran through.
after that Nagano fight, I knew he was very, very, very overrated, and I knew Johns was gonna wash that fool, and that's
Johnson
exactly what happened.
exposed.
And if that's what he gonna base his heavyweight legacy off, he can fuck off. That's all I gotta say. Bellator 295. Burnell beat Gonzalez by decision. Kamaka beat Edwards by decision. And Naba beat Ortega by decision. There's a whole lot of decisioning going on up in here. Cruz beat King by decision. Franklin beat Ross by decision. Ellen beat Joanne by decision. Jesus.
See, one
Kikuri
don't be
knocked
like
out
that.
Shurkevich. Huh?
One don't be like that.
Oh, nah. They got too many like different like aspects of
No, when I'm
fighting
watching
for
it,
that
it's
to
like
be
a
happening. But
finish.
yeah, that's a whole lot of fights and a whole lot of decisions. A whole lot of decisions. Let's get to that main card because good God. And Pico beat Gonzalez by decision. Yancy Madero submitted Leary. Okay.
First finish.
McFarland beat Watanabe by split decision. And Mix knocked out Stotts.
Damn, that's like the longest card of Bellator history. Like, they're all going to decision.
Yeah, that's a
That
lot of
bitch better run
decisions.
all the way
That's a
through.
lot of decisions. Oh, it's the 23rd, huh? Oh my God, my birthday's in a week.
It's almost time to pay rent. Woo!
That sucks. Right after my birthday, first of the month. Bam.
Fuck
It's,
landlords.
yeah, my 38th birthday is next Sunday. Whew. Getting old as fuck.
Let's go. We're all getting there.
These grays starting to come in, man. It almost makes me want to shave my beard off because I ain't ready for grays. Damn it. That
Yeah,
bitch hot as
fuck it.
fuck. All right, let's get to this MMA news.
I don't want
35 minutes. That wasn't too bad, actually. That was a lot of fight cards to go through. That was like 6 fight cards
There's
at
been a lot
least.
of events. Oh, we can talk
Yeah.
about boxing.
Did you watch the fight?
Yeah.
Okay, let's tap into that. I mean, shit. I
So
mean, I
I
don't follow boxing. Oh, go ahead.
I predicted a second round KO by Tank. I thought he was going to put him out early because I've been watching Ryan for a while. I mean, I keep up with both of them, but Ryan, when he throws that lead hook, he drops both. He drops his other shoulder. Because he really tries to get torque in with that fucking shot, and I thought he was going to catch Tank with something and get excited and start trying to brawl, which he did, and then he got caught. And I thought he was going to get put out smooth early, and when he got caught in the second round, I was like, oh shit, I was right, but he hopped right back up because he got a chin. But I predicted Tank KO, but I'll take a TKO late rounds. Still kind of right.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, pretty much my take is I don't, I'm not the much of a boxer watcher, but
Mm-hmm.
this fight enticed me just for the simple fact both undefeated, both, you know what I mean, so to speak, still in their primes. They didn't wait hella years later till nobody really gave a shit like some people and some
Yeah.
boxers. You know what I'm saying? So that enticed me. And, watching the presser definitely got me more interested in the fight, and I definitely tapped in.
It's a really
But
good fight.
one thing Davis kept pointing out in the presser was that that Garcia has a tendency to leave himself open.
Yeah,
And
because he wings his shot.
I you know what I mean, don't follow either one of them to really know that, but
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was the second round when he dropped him. And I'm like, he clearly left himself like wide open with that. I was like, okay, so he clearly saw that and he clearly didn't clean it up. And yeah, he rocked his shit pretty good. And I mean, I wasn't expecting it from a body shot, but yeah, Garcia just didn't want the smoke. He
No,
didn't
it
after that
seemed
body shot.
Yeah, it seemed like he realized he was in a different league.
Yeah,
He's like,
because
I'm just not gonna get knocked out cold and lose more stock than I'll lose 5 points if I tap out. I'll lose 20 if I get knocked out. So
no,
fuck
I'm
it,
not. I'm not even taking away from the body shot or anything like that
no,
either. But
that was
like,
enough for him to realize.
he definitely, he could have got up if he wanted to. He didn't want no more. He
Nah,
didn't
he's
want no more
already
because the second the ref counted to 10, he got up. The
yeah,
second the ref counted to 10, he got up. So
yeah.
that just showed me he was just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Yeah, I
good.
mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You're still young. Preserve yourself.
I mean, shit, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Like,
Because that body shot probably fucking, that's no joke. He realized that you saw it in his face, and then he scooted back and was like, nah, actually,
yeah,
nah,
no, that hurt a lot.
we're good.
So yeah, shout out to Davis, man. He a dog. All right. MMA news. Gilbert Melendez accused Jorge Masvidal of using lotion before the fight and then apologized for the accusations. Like, first of all, if that fool was using lotion, it sure damn sure wasn't helping.
Yeah, he probably did do it. I mean, fuck it. It's his last fight. Why does he give a shit? He don't want to get grapple fucked on his last fight and held down. So fuck it. A
It's
lot
so
of
funny
old.
because when I write MMA news, like the first thing that like comes up on the screen is like in big ass bold letters, and it makes it
Mhm.
sound like it's hella breaking news and
Gilbert
fucking
accuses
lotion. yeah, dead ass. That's exactly
of
what it looks like. It's
soaking
hella
in
funny.
lotion.
All right, but moving on, Israel Adesanya doesn't want to fight Pereira in a rematch. We already kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. Pereira is more than likely going to probably test the 205 waters. Izzy said he wants to go 205 too. I don't really know how that's going to work for him. I think it'll work a lot more to Pereira's benefit than it will to Izzy.
Yeah.
I just think they're built a little bit different up there. And I think like
I want to see Pereira fight.
Pereira is already naturally built like one of them.
I really
And
want to
I
see
feel
him
like
fight
Izzy
Johnny
would
Walker.
have to like work his way to be built like one of them.
I really want to see
Pereira
Johnny
is
Walker
upset
fight
about
Pereira.
Izzy taunting his child, and obviously it was very, very petty and very, very childish. But I even stuck up for Izzy in this, and I'm not a fan of doing that. I didn't
Yeah.
stick up for him in the sense that it was the right thing to do. I stuck up for him in the sense that in the situation, in the moment, you know what I mean? Like you remember that kid doing it to you. Like I understood it. You feel me? Do I think he should have did it? Absolutely not. It's a fucking child. Yeah, the child did it to him, but it's a fucking child. No, I don't think he should have done that. But turnabout is fair play, and that nigga's petty. And like I didn't. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like super offended by it or anything. I was just like,
No, I
damn,
don't
that's
really give
petty
a
as fuck.
shit.
I
I
was
respect
just
it.
like, yeah, it's pretty petty. But other
Yeah,
than that,
we give
yeah.
a fuck, man.
Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul, August 5th. How do you think this is gonna go?
I don't even know. I really don't. Uh, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how, because even in the UFC, you never really knew what shape Nate was going to come in. Sometimes he'd come in and he'd be kind of like lethargic and shit, and then sometimes he'll show up and you'll get like a Nate Diaz versus fucking Michael
Tony
Johnson,
Ferguson? Oh,
or like
oh,
Michael
oh no, you
Johnson.
were talking about one of his good performances, not his lackluster
Yeah, you
performances.
never know, man, because like I don't know. We'll just have to see which Nate shows up. Because if we get the good, the Nate that's in shape and that's ready to throw punches, he'll wear fucking old boy out. Probably TKO him in the late rounds.
I don't really know how to feel about this fight. Obviously, I'm gonna tap in. I mean, I'm a huge
I
Diaz
just don't
fan.
want to see him get cracked with any heavy shots, and he probably will because he gets hit.
Who knows if that fight is even gonna happen? And we'll touch on that later. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like I'll agree with you. Like it just depends on what Nate is gonna show
Mm,
up. Pena versus Nunes 3 is set for June 10th. How do you really did you want that? Did you not want that?
no,
Hmm?
care less, bro. Don't give a shit. I think Pena's unsufferable. Can't stand her. I just cannot stand her. I could care less. I'm upset
Um,
that Amanda even has to fight her again.
okay, and I really, it's whatever to me. I feel like Nunes is gonna win. That's. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't really have to delve into it much other than that. It's just news. DC wants Izzy versus Pereira trilogy, whatever, nigga. We don't care. Pereira wants to go up to 205. We already talked about that.
Yeah, fight
Jamal Hill welcomes Pereira with that video. I don't know if you saw that, but
Yeah, he needs to fight. Fuck it. I'm down to see if they want to
but
give Pereira a tune-up fight. If they
he
want to
will,
give, if he wants to get a tune-up fight, make him fight Johnny Walker.
because
Make
Dana
him
said
fight.
Pereira would not get an immediate title shot at light heavyweight.
Make him fight Johnny Walker. Make him fight.
Jan wants to fight him.
That'd be a good fight. He doesn't knock. Jan doesn't get knocked out. It'd be a decision.
Jan wants to fight him. Or Jan ground and pound. I don't know. But
Good point.
but yeah, Jan wants to fight him.
I'm totally cool with that.
Colby Covington claims that Leon Edwards will be stripped of the welterweight title if he refuses to sign to fight him. Honestly, like, I know Colby is a bullshitter, but when it comes to the Dana White privilege, anything's possible.
I thought they already fucking said somebody else was getting the shot or something. Maybe I'm tripping.
Well, Gilbert Burns and Bilal Muhammad are fighting. I mean, that could definitely be a title eliminator.
That's for sure a title eliminator.
Yeah, that fight's taking place at UFC 288. That's really the win that Bilal, dude. I mean, if Bilal wins that and they still say no, they just don't like Bilal. And this is coming from somebody that's not a fan of Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, no, that's the truth.
But this is like, that's straight facts. Like, if he beats dude, and I mean, obviously the fashion in which he beats him would obviously help his favor if he were to get like a finish or something like that. But yeah, dude, if Bilal don't get the title shot, they just don't like him, straight up. That's all I gotta say about that. Izzy and his ex lady are having issues, but I could care fucking less.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I thought
Floyd Mayweather. Oh, here's something I do like though. Floyd Mayweather wants to sign Nagano to Mayweather Productions. See, I knew eventually somebody was going to offer him a big bag, and you can't sign with Mayweather and not get a big bag. So I don't know the details or anything
even if the
like
motherfucker
that.
gets you $1 million back, you know what I'm saying? Like that's still rivaling with. He could just give you $1 million just to sign on with him. He got so much money.
Yeah. So I mean, on that note, I'm just really happy to see. I'm just happy to see that the offers are still coming for Nagano. A lot of people thought he kind of fucked himself by not signing with the UFC, but like the great Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson said, there's money outside of the UFC. And
shout out to Mighty.
Obviously, the UFC has the biggest name, but like, fighters are getting their bag out elsewhere, and that's why a lot of these fighters aren't rushing to get back to the UFC.
No, just use that as a platform to market yourself.
Facts. Volk is not interested in running it back with Max Holloway for a fourth time. Well, unfortunately, unless Max changes weight classes, they're gonna have to run it back a fourth time because Max is destroying all his contenders. Yeah, and like, everybody's like, it makes no sense. He's beat him 3 times, but if I've learned anything from that Israel Adesanya Pereira fight, like, shit, man, anybody can have their day, apparently. Like, if Pereira would have beat him again, you know what I mean? You could kind of like put that in the water, but like, how do other people who haven't lost to fighters more than once not get inspired? You know what I mean? Shit, Ken Shamrock's probably thinking, oh man, I could probably take Tito out if we fought a fourth time.
Run it back, boxing this time.
But but I mean, dog. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Honestly, like, not just deprive Max of a title shot, even though he's running through everybody who's next in line. It makes no sense. Volk would have to, like, I don't know. You have to just suck it up, buddy. Who else are you gonna fight that he hasn't beat?
Yeah, if he's next, he's next. Can't really do nothing about that.
So Ray Borg and I don't even really want to poke too much fun at this. I poked fun at him on Twitter
No, I
earlier. I'm not
saw
gonna
I
lie,
saw that he got cut.
but he retired after he got cut.
Yeah. Well,
I
maybe
don't really know if it's like a health thing with him,
I'm sure
but
it
like
is if you
so
can't make the weight.
yeah, like I don't know, but like that dude had like serious weight issues, and I mean I don't know, I feel like he's doing the right thing, like just getting out of the fight game. If
Yeah, be a
can't do it,
coach.
if you can't do it, you can't do it. Yeah, go coach, run a school, which he probably already does. You know what I mean? Because I doubt he was like making enough off fighting to like really, you know what I mean? You only fight so much, and it's hard to fight when you're pulling out of every fight you're in. So I would imagine he's got a lot of side hustles, and best of luck to him on his future endeavors. But yeah, if you can't do it, you can't do it, and nobody knows your body more than you do. So respect to him for acknowledging that and like, I can't do this no more.
100%.
um, Robert Whitaker is fighting Duplessis.
Murder. He's gonna murder them. The pussies. Drunkest the pussies.
Pretty much, man. That's that's how I see that going.
That guy stinks.
Why even make it to try to maybe see if Duplessis can luckily get past Rob and fight Izzy? That's not
That's
gonna
what he's
happen.
doing.
It's not gonna happen. That would be the only motive I would think that they would have to try to attempt to make that bullshit. But yeah, Robert Whitaker by fatality.
But whatever he
Um,
wants.
yeah, pretty
Mhm.
fucking much. Um, Roy Nelson is headlining a bare knuckle event run by Jorge Masvidal.
Interesting. I'll
It is
watch.
interesting. It's interesting because um, it's interesting for me because well, the first question that came to mind when it came to okay, Jorge is dipping into another thing. He's got the boxing thing going on. Now he's dipping his feet into bare knuckle. I'm wondering in my head, is he cashing out or is he losing hella cash?
Oh yeah, who
That's my
knows?
biggest question.
Who fucking knows?
I'm very curious because like I don't know what his boxing numbers did, but I don't think they did like for the payouts that I saw, I don't think they got as many buys as like the payouts were insane. And I'm like, how are y'all able to see?
Maybe he's got
I got
rich
a lot of
investors.
questions. I got a lot of questions. I don't know if they got these dudes got sponsors. I got a lot of questions when it
He
comes to
might
that.
have
Like
investors.
I just hope he's making more money than he's investing, you know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say.
Who knows?
But I mean, that nigga's a grown ass man. Do what you do. But I think I do think it's interesting that he's tapping into so many things. So shout out to him, especially if it's profitable for him. I just hope it's profitable for him. Roy Nelson, bare knuckle, doesn't really move me. To be honest, I didn't really care for Roy Nelson in the UFC. Him being in bare knuckle don't really move me. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but is he gonna be in? See, I say is he gonna be in shape, but he was never in shape. So, like, is it? My question is he gonna be in worse shape? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is he gonna fight like he
is he
fought?
gonna fight Rampage Jackson? Like,
Last time I saw him fight was when he fought against Derek Lewis.
I
That
don't
was
think it
my
ended
last.
well for him.
It was a hook fest.
Um, this is funny. I actually took this one down today. These last couple of ones. DC says that Jake Paul is not as good as we thought. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, DC. I never thought the nigga was shit. So I don't even. That's not breaking news, buddy. Like
Yeah.
nobody who you mean the guy who fought a bunch of UFC not has beens. I'm not gonna say has beens except for Ben
Over the
Askren.
hump.
Askren is a has been.
Over the
Is
hump.
he might not have been in wherever the fuck he was fighting. I can't even think of it right now. Where he was fighting prior to the UFC.
He's fighting people out of
But
sport.
UFC he was a has been. Fuck all that.
It's like me fighting.
He's fighting dudes past their primes. He finally fights a boxer and loses decisively. And oh my God, he's no fucking shit. Which is why he's fighting Nate Diaz, you idiot. Sorry,
All
DC.
one against boxers.
No more boxer for him. Jake Paul is not as good as we thought. That loca. Jake Paul is not as good as we thought. See, that comes from watching too much fucking George Lopez. I'm sorry.
He's not as good as he thought.
No shit, Jake Paul is not as good as we thought. Jake Paul knows he's not as good as he
He's not
thought,
as good as he
which
thought.
is why he's fighting Nate Diaz in the first place. And the reason I mentioned earlier that that fight maybe potentially be in jeopardy, maybe I don't know because I don't know what's going on with this dude. This shit's talking about this dude's talking about like seeking revenge on Nate, like he gonna try to serve him or something. But Nate recently, did you watch that fool choke him out, choke out that dude?
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
No idea what was going on. That dude looked like he didn't want to smoke though.
So, in case you were living under a rock, um, Nate Diaz was out in public recently and got into some altercation. See, from the angle that I saw, I can't really tell. Like, one or two things happened. Absolutely wanted no problems whatsoever, or he shot in for a takedown because it kind of looked like he might have shot for a takedown. But from that angle, I cannot be 100% sure by any means. But Nate ended up putting that fool in a guillotine, kneeing him a couple times, and dude hit the back of his head and was he showed a video of the back of his head afterwards. They blurred it out on the thing. I watched it, so I
Oh, I
couldn't
didn't
see
see
the
none of that.
I couldn't see the damage, but from it would look pretty big. And I don't know, he might be facing a lawsuit, or apparently that dude is known for being like a Logan Paul lookalike. And he hella does look like Logan Paul. I'm not even gonna lie. He
That's what he
hella
gets.
looks
He
like
probably
Logan Paul.
ran up on a drunk Diaz and got beat up.
I don't know what the situation was. I don't know how it started. I don't know what happened, but that's not good to be. I know it's never a good thing for a professional fighter to beat up somebody in public. That's not a professional fight. It's not. It's not good to do it at all. But let alone a civilian, like especially you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You choked the man unconscious. I mean, I hope he doesn't. I don't know, man. Nate's a wild cat, man. Anything could have set him off.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You see him
I
throwing the
don't.
water bottles too.
Yeah, I legit don't know the story, and I don't know, man. It could be anything. It could be Nate just trying to stay in the limelight. Like I don't know. Like I don't know, but that's a crazy thing to do. It's a crazy thing to do, and I don't know. They didn't try. I haven't heard anything new about it, but I'm pretty sure if that dude wanted to sue him, he could.
I didn't
I
know
don't
he
see
did.
why
It
he
looked like
couldn't.
he tried to set him down and then just kind of like walked over him. I guess he might have hit his head then.
Nah, dude, he was out. I think you could hear Nate say he's out too after you let him go, or like he's done or something like that. Yeah, man, Nate I'm pretty sure Nate knew that nigga was sleeping.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, he had buddy contorted.
Yeah, it wasn't no one arm too. He had both. He had the hands clamped. Like
Mm-hmm.
like
Right.
yeah, he was like with the full intention of putting him to sleep.
Yeah, it was a
Like,
wrap.
yeah. Oh well, man, Stockton motherfucker. Sometimes like people just talk shit, and he's gotta choke them out and say fuck it, it's sleep now.
Yeah, I
Wake
mean,
up. He'll wake up and don't even know what the fuck happened.
yeah,
But
no harm, no
apparently he did
foul.
know what the fuck happened because somebody fucking recorded it. Fucking snitch motherfucker. Um,
No
I don't
harm, no
know.
foul.
Shit's wild, but we're gonna see how that plays out. Uh, mhm. Do I got anything else? Damn, I don't know. I don't know how I do it. Maybe it's determination, but oh, let's see. Nate D, and we got a couple more minutes. Nate Dana White went off about the schmo asking that stupid ass
It was
WWE question.
fucking stupid.
I I don't really agree with Dana White often, but I thought that was a dumb fucking question too. And I was a wrestler for multiple years.
Bro, sit down. Get somebody
Yeah,
else
that was
mic.
a dumb ass fucking question. You're getting
Give him
mad
his
about
mic
it,
time.
but see, but that also makes Dana a fucking hypocrite too, because it's like, well, no, because he got mad. No, I can't say that because I was gonna bring up the fact that people were asking legitimate questions, and he was getting mad about that too. But he got mad just as equally. I was about to call him a hypocrite, but I had to read. But it does make me mad that I really did want to know what was going on with that fucking Masvidal and Holland
Same.
shit. But he really didn't want anybody to get into it, and it pissed me off.
It's Smo asking that stupid ass question. Dude, you hit a chair. Who would you hit with a chair? Fucking asshole. Dude, give the mic to somebody else with an interesting question, please. You're over here glory whoring with your gold ass glasses.
That was a stupid ass question.
I don't fucking like the guy, man.
I don't either.
I don't like the guy.
And the fact that he's tapping,
like grown men.
Life's not fair.
The only grown man I like that dresses like a cartoon character is Dr. Disrespect. That's it.
Who the fuck is that?
He's just a troll.
He's just a troll. To get his answers any man. Shit. Well, that is going to wrap it up for us today. We got through that way fucking faster than I ever would have thought that we would have got through that. But shit, when I want to go through it, I guess I go through it.
You always get it just in line.
I gotta go do some motherfucking laundry hella bad. So this nigga's waiting for me. We are about to wrap this shit up. I'm gonna do some editing later.
I'll play the rest of this mission and call it a night.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I gotta get up. I get up at like 3:15 a.m.
in the morning. Oh, fuck all that shit. I would have been sleeping already. But, thank you for taking the time to do this. But man, until next time, man, as always, thank y'all for showing us love. Hit that follow button, man. Apparently we gotta hit some sort of algorithm now to start getting our funds. It's not like we were making thousands, but hey, the more people tune in, the more we can potentially get paid
and
with all this great content that we do and do more shit for y'all. So yeah, as always, man, thanks for the love. And until next time, man, we out. He switched it up this time. I was waiting for the jabs.
But that shit that I was rapping's what I'm bringing to fruition. Wait, except for college, what I'm missing's intuition. But it ain't important as a body is the vixens. Really more like Tom Cruise, probably is the Kidman. A path you saw right that didn't work out in the ending. Now it's long nights, skirt the merchants, and we spending y'all.